everybody, welcome back to Rydes. In case you don't know, my name is Beth. I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing and all that kind of good stuff. Let's get to it. Today's topic is antifreeze. It's very important to check the fluids of your bike. So I do all my own maintenance on my bike, and one of the things you need to check on is make sure your levels are good. So you need to check your air pressure, you need to take everything into consideration, but you don't want to overlook your antifreeze fluid. That's what's in this right here. So if you can see on the side of mine over here, it is very low. The level is, you can see it's very low right here. So it needs to be filled up. So I'm going to show you how to take it off, and my notes flew away. I'm going to show you how to take that lid off and how to put it on. It is troublesome, and the cap, not the lid, the cap, how to take it on and off, and which antifreeze that I went with. So the number one thing you need to know about this project is you want to do it when your bike is cold. Any of these types of projects where you're working with parts of the engine, you want to make sure it's cold to avoid any kind of burning, because that metal top, the metal lid, does get hot. So to avoid that, work on your bike when it's cold. That's just a good rule of thumb. Okay, now for the type of antifreeze that you want to use. Can-Am does make an antifreeze, XPS, and I'll put the part number below for that as well. I happen to just have this, so I'm going to use what I have, but I did research it to make sure it was okay to use. And I chose this. I have, again, no affiliation with this. I don't care what kind of antifreeze you use, but I did choose the Valvoline. Important features you want to know is that it is compatible with the different color antifreeze. So there are different colors for different purposes, different everything. I'm not going to get into all that. Another important part is you want to make sure that it's 50-50. So it's 50% filtered water plus the antifreeze. You don't want to use straight antifreeze, and you don't want to obviously use straight water because of all the chemicals and everything in it. So especially if you're living in a cold climate, you want to make sure it's 50-50. And what else can I tell you about this? Oh, very important. So you want to get the pre-mix kind. That's very close. And you want to make sure, very important, that you get an ethylene glycol mix. That's what's very important. There are different kinds. You want to make sure that it's ethylene glycol. Don't just buy any kind of antifreeze, because it does not work for everything. So I'll put that on down below. I'll put a little name here for you. And also, the reason why you want to do that is because the engine is aluminum. So you want to make sure we have aluminum parts. So you want to make sure the antifreeze works well with aluminum parts. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, that being said, now I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I'm going to tell you right now, I am not draining the existing antifreeze out of my bike. There's so little left, I'm not going to worry about it. And the reason why is I'm putting in the exact same type of antifreeze. I'm not mixing a different type of antifreeze. It's both the exact same kind of antifreeze. So I don't feel any need to drain it. I've spoken to many mechanics, and I've spoken to many people who have done this kind of work before, and it's not necessary to drain it. That being said, feel free to drain it and put it in if you want. I'm just telling you what I am doing, okay? I am not an expert. I by any means do not pretend to be one. I just play one on YouTube. So that being said, this is how I'm doing it, and that's what we're gonna do. So I think that is it for my notes. Okay, so now we're gonna get started, and I just have a funnel and my antifreeze. Okay, so what we're working with here is this section right below. So it is a little bit tricky to take on and off. So you want to push it in, which is kind of counterintuitive. You want to push it in, and you're going to feel it be able to turn because you're pushing it in. Okay, and then once you turn it around, then it pops off. Okay, so this is, again, tricky. The struggle is real, guys. I feel like I don't have the finger strength to do this, but Wow, this is not fun. This is, okay, you get to watch me struggle for a second here, guys. Okay, my thumbs hurt.
Yeah.
Owie. Hold on. No, I have to do it. Ow. Hey, I did it.
You
See?
did it.
Yay! Okay.
That was impressive.
Okay. It is, all right, see the spring in here? Can you get in on that shot right there, the spring? So that is what we're dealing with. It is really hard. It's a lot of pressure to get it to do, but.
And what you need to.
I did it. Yep. Right on this side right here. And that's what we're trying to clear. Okay, so now the cap is off, and it's even more exciting to put the cap back on. The lid back, what, lid cap? Okay, so now, just to avoid any spillage, I am going to use, okay, so the fill line is, so I believe the fill line, there's a little mark right here that says fill line. You don't want to overfill it, for sure. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. Wow, it's like neon green. How are we doing?
I don't know.
I think we can add a little bit more. It's easy to add more. It'd be difficult to take out if I overfill. So I'd rather just do a little bit at a time. A little bit more. All right, let's take a little flashlight to see how we're doing here.
Shine it down inside.
Hold on. Yeah, okay, I can see. So it looks like, no, it looks like it's got a ways to go, yeah?
That's hard to
what do you
tell.
think, John?
Let me see it.
It is really hard to tell.
Let me
Yeah.
see inside. Not too much. Maybe right at that seam.
Maybe a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Just a scotchy.
A scotchy, is that a word?
Yeah.
Is that a scotchy? Again, I am not, yeah, that's
good.
We're done. Okay, I'm definitely not looking to overfill this at all, which I think I might have done a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna line it. Okay, here you go. See this line right here? This tab right here, I'm looking to put it right here. So you line this up.
That one and the option.
Yeah, in the opposite side. Obviously, that's obvious. So now this should be a little easier to put back on, I would think. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, much easier to put it back on. There you go. You feel it lock in. And double check your work. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go over and fill up my friend John's. Why not make it a group project here? There you go. Perfect. And that's how you add coolant to your Ryker. It's very easy to do. It takes a little bit of strength, a little bit of soreness in your hand there. And it, we've got 2 bikes done, 2 minutes, we're good to go. Any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And help any way I can. That's it, I don't know. Have a great day, everybody. Check your fluids, be safe, and be kind. I'll see you next week. Bye.